What is up, everyone? It's Kanan.
It's Jessie.
And we are the Geeky Sane couple, and we got married! Yeah! It's a little special daily Geeky Life podcast episode. A quick one. This isn't going to be 30 minutes, an hour, because this was pretty much decided last night that we were going to do something special like this. It's kind of a pickup video, but also we're just going to talk about how the weekend went. As you can see, we were pure tourists and got Myrtle Beach t-shirts. But, so yeah, we've got Ruby stuff. We got video games. We got Sailor Moon. We've got Pokemon. We got manga, So, let's get right into it. So we had been engaged since, what year was it when I proposed to you at ColossalCon?
2018.
Okay. So
it
about
was 4 years.
Yeah, so about 4 years. Now, reason why we didn't go ahead and do this already was because for the longest time Jess wanted to do the traditional big ceremony, even though it was going to be a small wedding. She wanted the elaborate dress because she has designs to make one, and
we were on the way of planning that. Then my mom passed away, so there was no way I was in a mindset to actually plan something like this. The funds weren't there for us to continue either, but it put a huge postponement on something like that, and then losing another family member later on, we decided, we need to just finally just get married and have an actual wedding later.
And it's funny, I had brought up doing the whole quick courthouse style wedding where pretty much it's just you, the person that is marrying you, a witness maybe, you sign some paperwork, and you're done. She argued with me for the longest time. And then one day, we were driving to work, and just out of nowhere, let's get married October 1st. I was like, what? And what do you mean? Nothing's planned. It's like, oh, let's do the small. I was like, where did this come from? Because you fought me over this for years. So, we made the announcement. We got our marriage license. We got our rings. We found a family friend who used to be the mayor of the town that we technically live in, though we don't live in the city limits, to marry us. A friend of Jess's from Jess's workplace took pictures for us, and my mom was there, and that was about it. It seems like every time we have a trip planned, something always comes up. Now, it was Jess's idea to do October 1st, which I had no problem with. I did eventually bring up, that's kind of the start of hurricane season. Are you sure you want?
Peak of it anyway.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to do that? And she's like, yeah, I checked weather. There's nothing there.
I watched it constantly, and then it was fine. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Hurricane Ian decides to not know which way it wanted to go. So I was glued to the weather for days. And
now, leading up to this, we had already booked our room, got the time off work. We decided to go to Myrtle Beach because I've been there plenty of times. I had not been there within 10 years. But, and Jess has been to the beach before, but she never got to stay.
I never stayed at the beach, and I've specifically never been to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. So she had never got to stay at the beach, never really got to have an ocean view hotel room, stuff like that. And so we had it booked, and then that storm came through, and so, of course, we were worried about it raining, though Jess kept on saying, if it rains on your wedding day, it's good luck. Luckily, so for one, the storm went through Myrtle Beach the day before our wedding, I believe.
Yeah, Thursday night into Friday, and then by Friday night, it had passed through a lot faster than anyone expected it to.
And she called the hotel. They said, oh, it's like nothing ever happened, blah, blah, blah. You guys are good. So the next day we get up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and it had rained almost all evening and all night the night before. We drove out to where we were getting married, and lo and behold, the rain held off. It did not rain one bit during our ceremony. It was quick, very, very quick. We got our certificate, all that. So yes, we are legally married, by the state and all that. And we went and got our rent-a-car. Smooth, smooth. Everything's going great. And then we go to Walmart to get some last-minute stuff
like snacks, drinks,
ice for the cooler, stuff like that. And my mom had went with us, and she forgot something. Or did you forget something?
We both did.
So they both went in. I stayed out the car. Well, when they come back, Jess looks like she's on the verge of tears and on the phone. Our hotel decided to cancel on us the very day we're leaving, on our wedding day.
I was, on the verge of tears, but also pissed. But here's the thing, though. At first, I was just pissed, at the hotel. Why would somebody do this? Especially in the note, you can add notes to when you book hotel rooms. And I did put this with our honeymoon. So if they had, sometimes they'll throw in extra things. They'll leave, a note on the bed, a sweet note on the bed or something like that. And so I added that in. Well, this was the third-party booking company. This wasn't Priceline that we go through. This wasn't the hotel. This was just strictly third-party. They just told us, oh, we overbooked, so we're canceling your room. We're on our way. We're 6 hours away, and it's all he could say was just, well, we're gonna be refunding you.
Better be lucky I hadn't been the one they called.
Yeah.
Because I would have literally yelled at the guy.
So, and then you realized that you forgot something and ran back in.
Well,
we needed the we have pop sockets on our phone, and we needed the holder to put in the vent for the car. And
for the GPS, plus I like to listen to YouTube videos as I drive.
But as he went in, I was trying to, find us something else quick, because we needed to book it and go. And on our way back to finish, to pack the car and everything, I decided let's call the original hotel and find out what happened. Because I wanted to speak to a manager. I was pissed at this point. And I didn't get one at first, but then finally someone said, I had told them what happened, they understood, and they felt so bad. And she goes, no, we didn't overbook. We had to cancel everybody. They sustained a lot of damage. They wouldn't be reopening until Monday. So, and she felt so bad, and she was even more pissed for us that this third-party company told us, oh no, they overbooked. No, we're closing because we need to make sure it's safe for guests, flooding, damages. And through the weekend, at the end of the weekend, we actually drove by, and they were open finally, but there was a lot of debris and damage. So it made us feel better about the hotel, but it's just, we did manage to book something else. It wasn't what we wanted, but it was still really nice, and we had a really beautiful view. So, it's all we could really ask for at this point for last minute. But it was definitely, something always has to happen,
So, that was the big hurdle, but we finally left, and, I was shocked about how fast we got there, because I remember being younger, and it seeming like that 6-hour drive took forever, and then, of course, when we go to Colossal Con, that's almost over 8 hours, and so you're used to that grueling drive.
That this is just that was easy. The hardest part was the gorge, which is pretty much going over the mountain. Yes, and it snakes through everything, which we go through some of that when we go to Colossal Con, but the difference between the two drives is Colossal Con, you're going through several major cities. So you're hitting all of that. Stop, go, traffic if you're hitting the rush hour. Whereas this, we didn't really have much of that issue.
On the way home, we did.
Yeah, that we did. But that was all due to construction. But other than that, it was definitely a huge difference. But, it wasn't bad as far as driving. And then we did hit some rain here and there, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. So we get there Saturday evening. get checked in, move everything in. We stayed up till about 1 o'clock that night. Yeah, we were on the beach at 1 o'clock in the morning, so she could hunt seashells. Sadly, we only got in the ocean for one day, and that was on Sunday because that was the warmest day. It was like 73 that day. We got some sun that stung a little bit.
Yeah.
I was in the water for maybe 2 hours. You got in for maybe 30.
It was a little more than 30, but yeah. I laid in the sun, we looked for some more shells, and then we decided to go for the rest of our day.
Yeah,
so.
Sunday was the most we had planned because, we were only there for 2 full days. So we tried to fit as much as we can. And being big nerds, Sunday we spent most of the day shopping.
Hunting for stores and things like that.
And most of them closed at 6 because it was Sunday. So we went to 2 different malls. We went to a place called Barefoot Landing. We went to several. One of the malls. God, it needs to be on a Dead Mall series because that was. Even Jess was like, "This poor mall."
Yeah.
Like, there was an amazing store there though called Player's Choice, and that is where I got most of the stuff that I picked up.
I got one of the things anyway.
Yeah.
Which we found if this unfortunate mall closes, we found out this location actually has a second one. And they even added a note in our bag saying that they ship to people because they get a lot of tourists that come through and they want to be able to still serve those customers, which I really liked. So.
Yeah. But yeah, we shopped, we ate, we played putt-putt a few times.
I found a purple store.
Yep.
Quite literally. Purpleologist was the name of the store.
Then Monday we went to a place called Broadway at the beach, which is a nice little shopping center, but it's also got attractions as well. I ate at a very good pizza place called Extreme Pizza. That place was amazing. Tuesday was checkout day, but even after we checked out and packed the car, we still went out on the beach.
Shell hunting. We got to see apparently the news. It's everywhere. There's a huge shrimp boat that actually got thrown up against almost against one of the hotels. So we got to at least see that a bit better. That we didn't realize was there at first.
We went and played putt-putt again that day. We ate lunch, then we headed home. So yeah, that in a nutshell, that is how our honeymoon went. Sadly, we go back to work tomorrow. Our next little adventure won't be until December when we go to Yamacon. But second half of this video is us going to go over what we picked up. I'm going to let you go first. I think yours are the less complicated of mine because we might open a couple of these. I love that you're going to include the random 10 of Pokemon cards you bought.
Well, it wasn't just that I found.
You put it on the bottom, yet you're going to cover it first. You could have just saved Pokemon for last.
Oh, well.
We got these at Target.
And I actually...
She only got that because it had Eevee on front of it.
And inside was actually... one of the cards that I pulled was a holo Eevee. So... I was actually... Usually I don't have that luck. It's...
Yeah, but that's not like a big holo, though. But I mean...
It is to me, because it's Eevee, so...
And she picked these up.
Which we had never seen these before. And I look constantly. So, compared to the other figures, these are actually quite big compared to the ones that I have collected so far.
Okay, so we did go to a Books A Million while we were out there. And she bought volume 1 of this series a long time ago. And even after all the other volumes came out, we could never find volume 2 until now. She bought volume 2, volume 3.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
I thought you were going to card them.
Oh, well, I can.
Yeah, it's the Demon Girl Next Door,
yes.
I believe. So yeah, she picked those up finally. Then she got another book. How to draw manga women.
Well, you had suggested it when we seen it when we were there, which I mean, most don't know. Yeah, I draw a lot, but I collect these books because there's always new techniques that I'll see that I haven't seen before. So, okay, maybe I can learn from that. Like, I love seeing books because it you mix styles that way. So that's another one to add to my collection.
And the big one that she got.
It's this is a more recent figure. I hadn't seen it until I think like a month or no,
No, we
saw
saw it at
Colossicon.
Colossicon.
And I had never seen it before, and then I hadn't seen it since then. And then walking around that store in that poor mall, there it is.
The poor mall.
I also got this though. I had looked around the purple store, and I wasn't sure what to get. I knew I had to get something. And then I was going to get this little purple angel necklace. And I thought, okay, no, well, he said, well, we can come back, because I did get paid the next day. And I thought, okay, well, right as I was about to turn away, I saw this bracelet and the wings on it. And I said, I have to get that. Like, it made me think of my mom. She would have loved that store, so it just made me even more happy. And then we continued to explore the Barefoot Landing, which we found some really cool stores within, was it Barefoot Landing, and the other one was at Broadway at the Beach. And it was, what was it called?
Which one? We went to several stores.
The one that had all the pops.
Popland.
Oh, well, no, it wasn't just Popland. There was those two other ones. Oh, the Hollywood.
Yeah, but it really wasn't a pop store. It was
no,
other
but they
things.
had pops. Was my point.
You never have a point. Anyway, moving on. I think I spent more, as usual. I ran across some games that I've been looking for. Though this one I bought just because we had already been to GameStop and all that by the time we saw this, and I didn't see it anywhere. I didn't even know this game was out yet. But I got this at, of all places, Best Buy. And that is Valkyrie Elysium. I've never played any of the Valkyrie games, but this one has interested me since it was announced. So, yeah, I figured why not. It was standard video game price. So, yeah, got that. Now, at GameStop, I decided to pick up a game I already own on another system because I love this series. I always want to support it. And it's one of my all-time favorite games of all time. And it was only $20. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineraltown remake on PlayStation 4. Yes, I already have it on Switch, but hey, I couldn't help it. And we still got the Strawberry Cow plush to go with it.
Too.
Yeah. Now, at Player's Choice, I spent a good bit. First, I'm going to show this. Dusk Diver 2 Launch Edition. I had no idea this game had a sequel. I've got the first Dusk Diver digitally on the PlayStation 4. And it's a good little anime beat-em-up game with, like, it's got like an RPG-like story. Also, the main character, this girl right here, her last name is Yang. So, and she kind of resembles Yang when she transforms. So that's another reason why I like it. This makes me want to find the first one physically now. But, yeah, I grabbed that because I was like, I had no idea Dusk Diver had a sequel. And also there, I also rebought another game I've got on the Switch. Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town for the PS4. It runs so much better on the PlayStation 4 than it does on the Switch. So that's the biggest reason why I picked that up at Player's Choice. Alright, so here is the main event. Now, how do you say these again?
Q Posket.
Okay, so Q Posket. We have got all the Ruby ones now. Now, here's the thing. At Player's Choice, I found Weiss, don't fall, Blake, and Yang. The only one they didn't have was Ruby.
That was actually the first thing I saw when I walked into the store.
Yes. But thankfully, on our way home, we stopped at a place, and guess what? They had Ruby. So I was like, I'm not going to post it. I'm going to surprise everybody in the video. Plus, we were driving home. So I have actually, this is actually the first QPOS kit.
Yes.
However you say it. This is, hand me my knife, please. This is actually the first ones I've ever bought of these figures.
I have several.
Yeah.
All Sailor Moon, but I have many.
So I've not really paid attention to how they look, how big they are. The inside of this.
I thought you had one more thing.
No. No, I mostly bought games and figurines.
Pop.
Huh?
You had a pop.
Yeah, but it's got that sticker on it. And I can't get it off. So. Oh, well, there's Crescent Rose. Unlike the Nidroids, I might... Oh, wow, they come in pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, they're actually really nice looking. So, what I'm going to do is, since this kind of is the Bumblebee channel, I'm going to open Blake and Yang. If you guys want to see me unbox Ruby and Weiss, let me know. Also, some stuff for the channel.
I'm also going to open this while you talk. Give me your knife.
Well, I need it for... Hold on. I need it for both these.
Okay, you were saying.
Yes, it is October. I know that I've not posted anything for the Halloween Game-a-thon. That will start next week, because there's this video on Thursday, and then Friday will be a new episode of What If Yang Was a Saiyan. And then going from there will be all October-related video content. I may still play Final Fantasy XIV. I'm not sure. As far as Ruby Ice Queendom goes, none of the other channels are posting reactions, so we have no idea what's going on. If push comes to shove, we're just going to do the anime thing. We'll cover the screen up and put a stopwatch on it. So we may start those very, very soon. So be on the lookout for Ruby Ice Queendom reactions, because we've still not seen it. Okay, so I'm going to open Blake first. I'm going to try and do this fast. Well, the way they've made her might make doing it fast hard. But yeah, unlike the Neroids, I might actually display these, because...
I display all mine.
I know, but like, my biggest reason is because they finally did something without sticking to the beacon outfits. I was actually shocked that these are the Mistral outfits. Put the bags back in the box, because whenever we move, we'll need to rebox all of this. The only thing I worry about setting them out is them getting dusty. That's one reason why I don't open pops and put them out, is the dust. Plus, I really don't have the room to put every single figure I've got out.
I'm going to leave her little pedestal covered, but wow. I don't know if you can see.
I was going to say, show the people.
She came out of the box like this. I thought at first she was, like, stuck to it, but she's actually separated. But another reason why I was excited to find this, because, I mean, anyone who hasn't seen the picture, that's how he proposed to me. So I thought it was even greater that this, out of all the Sailor Moon figures that I could have found, this was specifically the one that was there. Now they just need to make an Endymion I can have to put with this. I know they have made the one, but like the music box. Finding that is like a real one is a needle in a haystack at this point.
Trying to figure out how her arms go in. Or am I? Oh, I think I was doing the wrong arm. I was. There we go. Let's put on her head. She doesn't need to be decapitated. Get in there. I'm so gentle with these because I'm scared I'm going to break them. So there's Blake. Her cute little cat ears. Hopefully Yang won't be as hard. She doesn't have extra parts like Blake did. My gosh, at the hair. Of course, well, never mind. She does have extra. Why do they make these figures so hard to get to? So, I mean, really, I think all that's left that I need to find is the Pop Parade figures of Ruby and Weiss. But, of course, they've also started to announce Ice Queendom Pop Parade stuff, so yay. Okay. Maybe I should put her hand on first. Or maybe not. I just dropped it. Did you get it?
No, I don't see it. It's there.
Technical difficulties. Like, how's this?
Here.
It's like they didn't make enough room. Oh, now I see. I was doing it wrong. And there is Yang. Nice little figures. I have to say, I'm actually kind of surprised that they're, like I said, I've never bought these before. So, there you go. It was kind of all over the place, but that's how our wedding and honeymoon went. That's the stuff we got. And like I said, Halloween spooky stuff will be coming up next week. Though we're going to be putting in Ice Queendom reactions plus the What If Yang Was a Saiyan, or if anything big is announced between now and the end of October. That will definitely be discussed. As always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.